All right, this is Scot Pekarek. I am here live on YouTube. Tumor Tales. I am your brain cancer killer. Boom! And I have not showered yet this morning, so if I'm not probably ready for human consumption, but I am ready to maybe put on one of these awesome hats. And my wife always says, make sure you clean up your office. So I'm gonna put this awesome hat on, the brain hat. Wow. Does not look great, does it? Anyway, so what I'm doing today is starting a series of talks on different alternate cancer treatments, and we're going to talk about what the folks are saying who are fighting this horrible disease, and then what the conventional medical opinion is on it. And I know there's a lot of heroes out there that are fighting to save their lives right now with their loved ones, and I salute you. I salute you. All right, and I'm going to fight with you. So today we're going to talk about Fenbendazole. All right, and I'm going to say the standard disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I am telling my story. These are my opinions. They don't represent anything other than that. I'm not advocating that anybody do anything. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But I do advocate for people learning. All right. I do advocate for people fighting for their lives and learning and being, thinking critically. All right. I'm a lifelong learner. I think you should question pretty much anything you read and just, examine the premise and figure out why people have the position they have. So this is an opinion piece by Scot Pekarek. That's a disclaimer. I'm also not a lawyer. I'm also not an accountant, and I also do not do porn. Okay, I'll get that out of the way. Anyway, so Fenbendazole. What is it? So Fenbendazole was a Merck drug that was made very popular by a gentleman named Joe Tippins of the My Cancer Story Rocks blog. This is the most common cited version of Fenbendazole. It's an off-patent drug. This is made by Merck, and it's interesting. I'm going to source a lot of the material today from a specific website called Cancer Active, and the reason I'm doing that is Chris Willems is a founder, and he was a former Oxford University biochemist, and this is his website, and he just does a really great job bringing awareness to different treatments available. And of all the websites I've seen, this is one of the more comprehensive and just easier to consume ones. But basically, Joe Tippins made the drug popular. He had basically was given a death sentence, 3 or 4 months to live. And a veterinarian reached out to him and told him about this woman who had worked at Merck, and I don't know her name, and had said that, hey, she was curing cancer on laboratory mice, on like 100% of them. She was batting 1,000, as the story goes, and she finds out she has cancer. I think she had a grade 4 glioblastoma. Told she got the death sentence, 3 or 4 months to live, and she starts taking it and cures her cancer. So Joe, and I'm going to oversimplify it for in the interest of brevity, but he's like, "What the hell? I'm dead. Might as well take it." And here's the interesting. So anyway, so long story short, he took it with, I believe, he might have taken some. It was vitamin E. I've got the protocol in curcumin or something. It's on his blog, and I can put a link to that. Anyway, so what is the deal with Pancor C? So it is it's already gone through human clinical trials. So the clinical work related to toxicity is already done. It's deemed safe for human consumption. I'm going to read this this statement here. So, mounting research is showing how the drug Fenbendazole, most typically used as a canine deworming drug in veterinary practice, can block sugar uptake in cancer cells, kill cancer cells, reduce tumor size, and even overcome cancer drug resistance, making it another repurposed drug that can be used to treat cancer. Back in 2014, a team of researchers at a top American hospital, Johns Hopkins, was trying to grow tumors in laboratory mice. Except with one group of mice, they failed. The reason they discovered was that the mice had been dewormed with an anti-parasitic drug. They read more about the drug only to find that the anti-cancer activity had previously been reported. Fenbendazole comes from a class of drugs called benzimidazoles, which are currently used in veterinary medicine for anti-worm and parasite treatments. They're used to kill worms, roundworms, hookworms, whipworms, some tapeworms, as well as parasites. Blah, 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 blah. Fenbendazole is branded other names like Pancor and Safeguard. Now, Pancor, if you notice on Amazon, editorial comment, has like gone up in price. I guess people say it's because of the Joe Tippins blog. So the Safeguard is, I believe, the same active ingredient. This is like an off-patent drug right now, so there can be generics. So what I have done is I found some Safeguard. It was like a third the price today, so I ordered it. I've been taking this for like 4 weeks now, 3-4 weeks. Probably explains something, right? It's tasteless, odorless, really. I used to mix it up in like a coffee cup or something, but it didn't mix well, so I shake it up in a water bottle, and I put some lemon juice in it. So it just kind of just makes it really easy to swallow and stuff. Research suggests that fenbendazole inhibits tumor growth by inducing apoptosis, i.e. cell death, of tumor cells. Researchers are also finding that fenbendazole could be useful for overcoming drug resistance, which is a common setback in conventional cancer therapies. In a 2018 paper published in Nature, the authors report that fenbendazole appears to act as a destabilizing agent of microtubules, gosh, can't talk this morning, which are important structural proteins making up the cytoskeleton of cells. And these proteins allow the microscopic organs inside our cells, called organelles, to move throughout the cell. The researchers conclude that there is evidence of cancer cell death by the modulation of multiple cellular pathways, which may lead to the effective elimination of cancer cells. All right, so guys, there could be something here. Now, I've looked on Wikipedia into like different alternate therapies for cancer, that go outside of the conventional medical dogma. And there is a campaign to discredit most of these things by, it seems like 3 different agencies: the National Cancer Institute, the American Cancer Society. There's more than 3. There's the UK Cancer Society, and one more. If you want to read a great book on it, I suggest you read this guy, National Cancer Institute for an American Cancer Society, Criminal Indifference to Cancer Prevention and Conflicts of Interest. Just like eye-opening stuff in here. And, I've gotten through about half of it, and let's just say there's some things that are going to make your stomach turn in this book. So we're going to finish up here. So a fenbendazole cancer protocol. So anecdotal evidence comes from cancer patients Joe Tippins, an avid researcher who was given 3 months to live, who decided to try Pancor with the agreement of his consultant. Joe took a combination of nutrients alongside fenbendazole while deciding not to change his diet. It worked. 1 gram granule, 3 days on, 4 days off, of canine drug Pancor C, which contains 222 milligrams of fenbendazole. Vitamin E, 800 IU daily, curcumin, 600 milligrams daily, and some CBD oil, 25 milligrams per day. So that was Joe's protocol. That's basically what I'm doing, but I'm doing a bunch of other stuff right now, a bunch of other anti-inflammatory things. I eat garlic every day, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But needless to say, there is something going on here with this fenbendazole. I'm not saying you should take it. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it. I'm just telling you, I'm taking it. And if you want more information, read Joe Tippins' My Cancer Story Rocks blog, or go to canceractive.com and look at I think the title of the article is Anti-Worm Drug, Fenbendazole, effective at killing cancer cells. That's today's lesson, I guess, for lack of a better word, or today's opinion piece on a alternate treatment to cancer, fenbendazole. I will be highlighting one of these a day. Maybe talking about things like apricot seeds, talking about graviola, spironella, and also we'll be doing a book review at least one a week about different books that have insights into the cancer industry, and then just various treatments, nutrition, and fun stuff like that. Thank you very much. Let's roll.